Intrastate versus interstate, know the difference. If you're a trucking pro looking to stay compliant and keep your business running smoothly, understanding the difference between intrastate and interstate trucking is absolutely essential. It's not just about where you drive, it's about which rules you follow, what paperwork you need, and how you protect your business from costly mistakes. Whether you're an owner-operator, a fleet manager, or just starting out in the industry, knowing these distinctions can save you time, money, and a whole lot of headaches down the road. So, what's the real difference between running intrastate and interstate? It might sound complicated, but it's actually pretty straightforward once you break it down. Let's walk through it together, step by step, so you can be confident you're on the right side of the law every mile you drive. First up, intrastate trucking. When you operate intrastate, you're hauling goods or passengers only within the borders of a single state. That means your entire route, pickups, deliveries, and every stop in between, never crosses a state line. You're working entirely within one state's jurisdiction, and that state's rules are the only ones you need to follow. Imagine you're delivering fresh Florida oranges from a farm in Miami to a grocery store in Orlando. Every mile you drive is inside Florida. You don't cross into Georgia, Alabama, or any other state. That's intrastate trucking in action, simple, right? But don't be fooled. Even though you're staying in one state, you still need to pay close attention to that state's specific regulations, permits, and safety requirements. Your rules? You follow state regulations only. That means your licensing, insurance, and safety inspections are all governed by your home state's Department of Transportation or equivalent agency. Each state can have its own unique requirements for things like vehicle inspections, driver qualifications, and hours of service. Staying up to date with your state's rules is crucial to avoid fines or delays. Now let's talk about interstate trucking. This is when your route takes you across a state border, even if it's just for a single delivery or a quick detour. The moment your truck crosses from one state into another, you're officially operating interstate, and a whole new set of rules comes into play. For example, say you're hauling those same oranges, but this time your delivery is in Atlanta, Georgia. You start in Miami, Florida, and head north, crossing the Florida-Georgia border. Even if most of your trip is in Florida, the fact that you cross into Georgia means you're now an interstate carrier. This applies whether you're making regular out-of-state runs or just an occasional trip. Interstate trucking means you must comply with federal regulations, not just state ones. That includes registering with the U.S. Department of Transportation, obtaining a U.S. DOT number, and possibly an MC motor carrier number if you're hauling regulated commodities. You'll also need to meet federal safety standards, keep detailed records, and often carry higher levels of insurance. The paperwork can be more complex and the stakes are higher. Federal inspectors don't mess around. Why does all this matter? Because the type of operation you run, intrastate or interstate, determines everything from the forms you fill out to the fees you pay and the insurance you're required to carry. If you get it wrong, you could face steep fines, delays, or even have your truck taken off the road until you're compliant. It's not just about avoiding penalties, it's about protecting your business, your reputation, and your livelihood. Getting it wrong could mean serious fines, or worse, having your truck parked by regulators. Imagine being pulled over at a weigh station, only to find out you're missing a key permit or haven't met a federal requirement. That could mean hours, or even days off the road, lost revenue, and a lot of stress for you and your team. Still got questions, or not sure which rules apply to your fleet? Maybe you're expanding your business and aren't sure if your new routes count as interstate, or you're worried about missing a new regulation. You're not alone. Many trucking professionals find these rules confusing, especially as regulations change from year to year. That's where CTCG comes in. We're here to help you navigate the maze of state and federal regulations, so you can focus on what you do best, keeping America's freight moving. Our team of compliance experts works with trucking professionals every day, answering questions, reviewing paperwork, and making sure you're always up to date. Whether you're running a single truck or managing a large fleet, we'll help you stay compliant, avoid costly mistakes, and keep your trucks rolling. Reach out to CTCG today for the support you need, so you can keep your wheels moving no matter where they roll. With the right guidance, you'll have peace of mind knowing you're compliant, protected, and ready for whatever the road brings next.